APD officer off the force after an arrest on child porn charges. Now, what happens to all his cases?
Good afternoon. We've seen it before. An officer arrested or fired from the job, leaving behind open cases that stand a huge risk of being dropped. News 13 has learned we could see it again in the case of former APD officer Nelson Begay, who's now facing child pornography charges. News 13's Cole Miller is live in the Newsplex with the story.
Kim, we've learned today that the district attorney's office will take a close look at Begay's caseload, reviewing every one of them one by one, and some could very well be dropped.
Led away from his home in handcuffs, Nelson Begay, a former Albuquerque cop, is at the center of a federal child pornography investigation. Today, he made his first appearance in federal court. A criminal complaint says Begay told investigators he began downloading and viewing child pornography, showing some girls as young as 3 years old back in 2006. He spent 5 years in uniform as a patrol officer before resigning on Tuesday, the day before his arrest. Now, the district attorney's office will take a look at Begay's caseload from when he was on the job, saying each one will be reviewed individually. They couldn't say how many open cases Begay is a part of. This causes concern for Linda Atkinson.
When we can't hold people accountable for breaking the law, I'm concerned.
Atkinson works for the New Mexico Victims' Rights Project. A spokesperson with the DA's office says if Begay is found to be a critical witness in a case and can't be present, that case would likely be dropped. If he is found not to be a critical witness and another officer can testify, that case could potentially move forward. Atkinson says that if some are serious enough, Begay should be subpoenaed.
It's something that we see on a fairly regular basis, that if an officer, doesn't make it, the case is dismissed, and it's just way too often.
This past summer, the DA's office had to drop a case against this guy, Richard Lindgren. A criminal complaint says he smashed into two parked cars and that he was drunk. The arresting officer, 14-year APD veteran Don Roberto, had been fired.
I think that there's way too many of offenders that there are no consequences. They continue their criminal behavior.
APD says that Begay was never part of any specialized investigation unit and worked exclusively in the field as a patrol officer. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Cole. Now, Begay will be back in federal court tomorrow morning for a preliminary hearing and detention hearing.